what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Hurts throwing right away. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, and
he's in. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And these Eagles may have been the first to really perfect this play. Let Hurts take the snap, then get some help pushing from behind. This was so successful, some folks, including me, were calling for this play to be outlawed. But while it's still in the books, no one runs it better than Hurts. And he takes this down.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Second down, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Room past the 35. And finally taken out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here now, 3rd down and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 on the 31-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The drive starts with a completion left side, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. They follow up the game at 5, getting one there on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
No, field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. But 1st down, Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Hurts. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Flushed out right. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Hurts will throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety led to the touchdown, so now they find themselves behind as they begin with a 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Swift. Dancing away at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Hurts, escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action with Hurts. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Now from way back there after the sack. It's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal.
surprise as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Second down, here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Brown. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Darius Slay with a pick. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Throwing is Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards that time. Hurts sets up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're all...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
63.
Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that... Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Now a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Hurts. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And a little bit of a consolation prize series into the end zone. We're in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
They'll try to run with Swift. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap.